tell people what you thought of Levi's. You're the experience, the
So
atmosphere.
I've been to a few stadiums, college and NFL, and I a lot of people have criticized Levi's Stadium. I actually didn't find the stadium that bad, though. Weird kind of detail, just side note. I was colder actually in Santa Clara at the game than I was when I went to the game at Soldier Field the week prior. I don't know why it was that way, but
It's
it
cold
felt
day.
it
It's
was
cold day.
freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, that's a side note, but the one thing that kind of bothered me is that I just felt like the atmosphere was really below average. I felt like there was just a lack of, a game day feel and a home feel, like you're coming in here like I don't want to put it on the fans, but like for example, I paid pretty a lot of money and we had pretty decent seats, right? We're in the section 100 seats. And in my section, I saw a guy wearing a Cam Newton jersey. I saw like four people wearing full Raiders gear. I saw like two guys wearing Seahawks jerseys. Just things like I've sat
Things you
lower.
wouldn't see at Soldier Field, right?
Yes, you
Things
would
you wouldn't
never
see at Soldier
see.
Field. Yeah.
Yes, you would, and that's my
Yeah.
biggest point of reference. I've
Right.
said in the past, I think Soldier Field's a pretty crappy stadium. I think it's a little
I actually was
overrated.
very impressed by it, but my
The
experience is Levi's. I liked a lot of things about Soldier Field. I
so
mean, it's
you know
downtown.
you know what I think you liked? I think you liked the atmosphere more than the
Yes,
stadium.
and I like that it's
Yeah.
downtown. That allows me as an outsider to go in for the weekend and stay downtown and experience Chicago. Whereas if you are a fan of the if you're Vish, for example, and you want to come see a Niner game, you don't get to see San Francisco. That sucks.
Mhm.
That's too bad. Just
And
saying.
the stadium never really got wild, if that makes sense. Like Soldier Field, even if the Bears are 3-12, that 16th game they'll still be wild and belligerent, and it's a different atmosphere. I talked to people on Spaces after the game, and they explained why. But the stadium never really got wild. Right when the score became 31-17, people were cheering. To me, that was the kind of game. If I was watching that game in Chicago, they went down 17-0. The Niners would have been booed off the field at half. The Niners, if they came back and they made it 24-7 on the first drive, they should have been booed then. And it's not to say like, oh, these guys deserve boos or the fans are bad or anything. It just didn't feel like this football game atmosphere. It felt more like you paid a lot of money to go watch a tennis match. And you were sitting and you were observing both teams going back and forth, and you were being polite at a country club, and you were just, it was a different type of vibe that maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe, I just didn't get it, but that's
That's
just the
not what
feel I got.
Candlestick was like, man. Candlestick was grimy. Candlestick was grimy. It was not, and it was. I swear, I remember Candlestick. It wasn't like that. Anyway, an outsider's perspective of what it's like to
I mean, I
watch a
don't know.
game at Levi's.
I went one game, but I was also really pissed off of the result of the game, but that's just how I saw it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I saw it wrong.